Hello adventurers, and welcome back to the TavernTails channel. I'm your host Troy, and we're here to talk about some of the older Dungeons & Dragons adventures that aren't just quests, they're like little time capsules. I mean, Dungeons & Dragons Online will be 20 years old in 2026, and today we're going to dive into 5 classic dungeons that were released way back when that echo the spirit of tabletop adventure and are still very much worth your time. Now, the name loot in these quests is outdated, and the game's expanded into the Forgotten Realms, Ravenloft, Greyhawk, and more. But at launch, the focus of this game was the unexplored portion of the new 3rd edition world of Eberron. Now, Stormreach is where our journey begins. It's a rough and tumble city clinging to the edge of Xen'drik, once a pirate hideout and now a launchpad for bold adventurers and all the great houses of Eberron chasing ancient secrets. It's a land once ruled by giants and scarred by war with dragons. And the next 5 quests capture that chaos. So we're starting right here with Irestone Inlet. Now this one's a pirate-flavored sandbox of adventure. You're dropped onto a rugged island to rescue crewmates being held by pirates, sabotage a blockade, and take down a hobgoblin warlord named Yar. It's got everything. Branching paths, lots of objectives, and a real sense of urgency. And what makes it feel like tabletop? It's this freedom. You can split your party, sneak around, go full frontal assault. It's a living, breathing encounter map, just like your DM dropped a map in front of you and said, go wild. Now in the scene here, we just sabotaged Yar's schooner, so he can't make it back to his ship. And this is quite a nice payoff when you see the ship go kaboom! It's pretty awesome. Next is Redwillow's Ruins. Now, Redwillow's Ruins is one of the best DDO wilderness expeditions. You're hired to assist a scholarly group from House Jurasco. We find quickly that the monster denizens of the jungle have nabbed their supplies and some personal items as well. The players head into the jungle, but things go sideways fast. The map is sprawling, the objectives are scattered, and the enemies are relentless. Now, this one kind of nails that whole travel montage, vibe from Tabletop. There's several mini dungeons available within the quest itself, and it's really one of the most immersive quests in the game. And it shows us pretty early on in the game that the giants of Xen'drik are still a force to be reckoned with. Third, Gwylan's Stand. Equal parts heist, hit list, and scavenger hunt. Now this one introduces players to House Thorani, a splinter faction of House Fjarlan that both descended from the same elven line with the Mark of Shadow. Now these two houses split in the last war, and Fjarlan wants you to break into their compound, sabotage their supplies, take out some named targets. This is a super long quest, but like every room in it has a purpose and a surprise. But what makes it really sing is the pacing. This quest is a slow, constant burn, like an active tabletop session where the DM just keeps dropping new objectives mid-mission. You need to manage resources, scout ahead, adapt on the fly, although there are quite a few shrines, so at least you can go crazy with your spells. The named loot is no longer spicy as it once was, but this adventure is well worth the trip. Stepping into number 4, we have the Caverns of Korromar. A dwarven excavation gone horribly wrong. Kind of think Moria, but lots more undead and no Balrogs. So this starts on a scattered landscape where you soon dive into ancient tunnels and into the excavation sites themselves. These dungeons are a masterclass in environmental storytelling. Scattered journals hint at ancient relics and failed rituals, while branching corridors let you choose your route. Mechanically, it's a party puzzle box. You can split up to tackle objectives faster, or stick together and brute force your way through. It rewards coordination and curiosity, hallmarks of a great tabletop crawl. And in this one, you want to read all the flavor texts and journals. They tell the tales of this once holy site and its fall to madness and the undead. And finally, Stormcleave Outpost. This is the war movie of DDO dungeons. Working with House Deneath, which is the military branch of the houses, you're storming a giant-held fortress, taking down lieutenants, and unlocking a final showdown with General Xantalar. It's big, bold, and brutal. Now this one feels like a tabletop siege. You've got multiple objectives, an explorable open wilderness, optional bosses, and a battlefield that can require some tactical thinking. Although the general's a little bit easier to beat now than he was back in the day when it was first released. It's the kind of quest where you could almost hear the DM saying, "Roll initiative, and may the gods be on your side." Stormcleave Outpost is a classic, one of my favorites in the game, and definitely worth running. Now, these dungeons are not just nostalgic, they're timeless. They echo the best part of tabletop: choice, consequence, and camaraderie. So next time you're leveling an alt or guiding a new player, don't skip these 2006 classics. Run them, relive them, and maybe bring a few friends along for the ride. So folks, which classic DDO dungeon still gives you that tabletop thrill? Drop your favorites in the comments, let me know, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and as always, roll for initiative.